Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Lay. I'm a mother of two and we're a family of four on a financial journey of becoming completely debt-free where we take you guys payment by payment and step by step along the way. I am a working mom of two trying to build an online business, so I really hope that you enjoy this content and decide to stay. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support as we navigate our journey. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a budget with me, and we are going to be budgeting our 2023 sinking funds. What is a sinking fund, you may ask? Well, a sinking fund is where you save for an event, whether it's something that's going to be expected or unexpected that you know will end up happening, and you save small amounts over a duration of time so then when that time comes, you have it fully funded and you don't have to pull from your savings or add on to your debt. So that is what we're going to be doing. So if you watched my last video, you know that I got two budget planners, but I'm going to be taking you guys through this step by step just on some plain old printer paper to walk through it and kind of figure out what 2023 is going to look like as we start to downsize and really focus in on becoming debt free and really prioritizing debt over everything else. Of course, with our emergency fund, but as far as those other family activities. And yeah, just really walk you guys through it all. So I'm using these pens. I talked about it in my last video. I got this from a Secret Santa. I've used a few of these colors and you guys, I absolutely love them. I love how they write. They write so smooth and the ink actually doesn't smear, which I'm a big fan of. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, as always, you guys, I do write at an angle, but once I'm done, I will flop it over and then we'll go through it together. So I'm just going to go ahead and label this 2023 sinking funds. If you have not created your sinking funds, you guys just go ahead and grab a piece of paper and we can do it together. So the first thing we're going to write is what are we saving for or what are we planning for? The goal amount. We have how long until the event. And we have amount needed per month. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn it and make sure that I'm still in frame. And we'll kind of talk about why these are so important. So the first thing is we need to know what we're saving for, right? We need to have it in mind, and I like to make mine as detailed as possible. And then we need to have a goal amount. So you can have something that is a set goal amount, or you can have something that's ongoing where you don't have a final amount in mind. You just know that you're going to continue to save for it. How long we have until that thing, that event, or that thing is going to be taking place, and the amount needed per month to reach the goal. So how I decided to do this is in 2023, our family is really focusing on making as many debt payments as possible. And so in order to do that, we have to kind of do a little give and take. And what I mean by that is as much as and amazing as it is to do and have a million sinking fund envelopes, it's really important that we realign and refocus our goals to our main thing, which is becoming debt free, right? If you're new to our channel, we have personal loans, a car loan, and credit cards that we're currently paying off in addition to our mortgage. So those are the three debts that we are working with. I did hear that you guys are wanting to see debt and savings updates, so I'm really excited to start sharing those with you guys as well. So the first thing that I'm going to do is things that are non-negotiables, right? Things that we have to save for. And for us, that is our home maintenance. We are homeowners. That is going to be an ongoing expense for us. And I'm just going to keep writing ongoing. And because we had a bunch of major renovations and repairs we did over the last year and a half, I don't anticipate anything really happening. So for the time being, I'm just going to consistently add $50 a month. And here's why. When I work OT or if we get any extra income coming in, we'll just go ahead and add to our quote unquote high priorities, which home maintenance would be one. But I think a consistent $50 is good. Our home is newly it's quote unquote a turnkey. However, there was some renovations that we did want to do that we did. But as far as like plumbing, electricity, and all of that stuff, it is good to go. It's more of those cosmetic things that we were wanting to fix. The next thing that we have is car maintenance. This is going to always be an ongoing fund for us. And that is going to be $40 a month. We are a one vehicle family, so that means for us it's really important that we make sure that we keep up to date with oil changes. Kind of just like home maintenance, we did have a lot of repairs that we had to do. We had to get new tires, which cost an arm and a leg, and then we had to get a new battery. So those are the big car things that we needed. So I don't anticipate us needing anything besides just, a standard oil change. But however, just keeping it going. And these are funds that we already have set up. The next thing that we have is clothing. That is also going to be an ongoing fund. And I'm going to be putting $40 there a month. We really don't go clothing shopping that much. I really do shop seasonal as the season approaches, because I do have a 1-year-old and an almost 3-year-old, and they grow so quick, you guys. So for me, it's really hard for me to bulk buy, because by the time that season or thing happens, they're already pretty much outgrown that size. So that is clothing. The next thing that we have is our pets. But more particular, I am just focusing on the vet appointment. We do have 2 rescue pups. We have a Doberman and a Lab. Ongoing. And they do have annual appointments, so I am just saving $40 for that. They recently just had theirs in the fall of this year, so they won't get another one until fall of 2023. So just for like their standard shots and all of that good stuff, $40 should be enough for that. And then the last thing that we have is kids' activities. This is going to be an ongoing fund as well. And that is going to be $40. So right now what we do is we do pay for our daughter to do a seasonal sport. So what that means is that we pay for the sport at once. Here, let me go ahead and zoom us in. We pay for the sport once for every 8 weeks or 12 weeks, and then we don't have to pay anything else for the rest of the season. So we really do like doing that instead of doing a monthly payment, so where it's like a bill. So I think we're going to go ahead and continue that. So this is a little bit more than what's needed, but that's fine. We'll start a sinking fund for Aiden as well. And so 4 of these are considered our high priorities. And this comes out to $210 a month if we want to do this and complete our goals of it. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is get a different color and write down any holidays or any birthdays that we want to participate in. Let me go ahead and do a dark green. Okay, so the first holiday that we are saving for is going to go ahead and be Christmas. This is going to have a goal amount of $700. If you guys watched my video this year, you know that we had a goal for 2022 of $500, and we have stayed within the goal. So it really has taught me that I can definitely downsize Christmas and still be within budget. I do know, however, that my husband in 2023 has been talking about getting a real tree, and I know there's a lot of expenses that go with a real tree than a fake one. So I do know that we will need to set some money aside for that. In 2023, we'll start Christmas shopping in November, so that's going to give us 11 months to save. And that means in order to reach that goal, we need to save about $64 a month. The next holiday that we are going to be saving for is going to be my son's birthday. And we are going to be saving $200 for that. It's in October, so that means we have 10 months to save for it, which means in order to complete that goal, we need to save $20 a month. For our daughter, her birthday is, it's February. So what we decided to do is we already have it fully funded. We're going to pull from So overtime that I worked, and we're just gonna have that fully funded. But once her birthday is over, then we'll go ahead and start saving for it after her birthday has passed. The next holiday that we are going to be creating a sinking fund for is Easter, and we are going to be putting $60 towards that. Normally our families does like an Easter brunch, so it's just to participate in that. Any Easter egg hunts, any baskets, holiday outfits for pictures. And we have 4 months to save for that, and that is going to be $15 a month. I do plan on stuffing these at the beginning of the month, so that's why you see these months may vary. We have 4th of July. And we are wanting to save $150 for that. My husband did say that he wants to host in 2023. So I have to think about all the things that hosts may need and really try to plan for that. Any little fireworks, but mostly food and hosting. And so that means we have 6 months to save for it, which means we have to save $25 a month to complete and reach that goal. And the last thing that we have is fall activities. And our goal is $100 for that. We have 10 months to save for that. So that means we have to save $10 a month to reach that goal. So combined, to reach these goals, we have to save $134. And I'm doing them in different colors, and I'll explain at the end of the video why that is. And then the last one that we have is going to be our family fun activities. So one thing that we will be changing in 2023 is that we will probably more than likely get rid of our family fun envelope, and instead we're going to exchange it for these 3 that is going to be coming up next. For us, as we navigate paying off debt, because we do have children, we still think it is important for us to do those activities and those fun memories as we're, and just really learning to live in the moment and appreciate the time and the time that we're currently in. So what we decided as a family is that we will be doing an activity about every 3 to 4 months, and it will be a larger activity, and that will swap out our weekly activities. When we did the math, it comes out to be about the same, but because we're going to be doing every 3 to 4 months, it's going to feel like a larger chunk and then smaller ones every week, like a weekly amount. I hope that makes sense. So the first thing that we're going to be doing with the kids is Paw Patrol is coming. So we are going to be going to that concert, or at least that's our plan. And we are going to be budgeting $200 for tickets and souvenirs and snacks. And we have 3 months to save for that. And so that means we need to save $67 for the next 3 months to hit that goal. The next thing that we have is Wildlife Safari. And we are going to be putting $400 for that. This will probably honestly be like a weekend trip. From my understanding is that there's also another petting zoo along the way. And we'll probably stop and do like Enchanted Forest and Bullwinkles and other things along that weekend. So this will be for a full weekend. And we have 8 months to save for this. And so that means we need to save $50 a month to complete that goal. And the last thing that we have is Disney on Ice. And we are going to be putting aside $250 for that. We have 10 months to save for that. And so that means in order to reach that goal, we have to save $25 a month. So for all of our family activities or bigger kids activities that we'll be doing in 2023, in order to reach those goals, we will be needing to save $142 a month. So the reason that I have it set up like this, and let me turn that, there we go. The reason I have it set up like this is because as the months progress, right, life happens and things are going to happen. I have it set up like this because these are based off our priorities. So what I mean by that is, if I have to choose between these categories, I'm going to choose our high priorities, right? Our home maintenance, car maintenance, clothing, pets. These other things are nice, but they're not a make it or break it to me personally. Holidays would be next. I believe, those memories of the holiday season, birthdays, religious holidays. They really mean a lot to me personally. So that would be next. And then it would be these family activities. So what we'll end up using this is pretty much as a map or a guide. And so as we do our monthly budgets, we'll look at this and see, okay, after we do our high priorities, what are we doing next? And going down the list based off our priorities and based of when these events or things are taking place. This will also help us when we do side hustle Saturdays or when we bring in any extra income to kind of get ahead in some of these categories or kind of pre-fund them, as we know that not every month is going to look the same. So that is it for our 2023 sinking funds. We'll go through them. So for our high priorities, we have home maintenance, which is going to be an ongoing fund and receiving $50 a month. All of these actually are ongoing. And so car maintenance, clothing, pets, and vet and kids activities are also all ongoing. And those are $40 a month, equaling $210. For holidays and events, we have Christmas at $700. So that means we need to save $64 a month. Our son's birthday, $200. So we're saving $20 a month. Easter at $60, $15 a month. 4th of July, $150, $25 a month. Again, I mentioned that my husband is wanting to host. Fall activities, $100, so $10 a month. And then instead of doing weekly family fun activities, we decided that we'll just be doing a big activity every 3 to 4 months. And this is kind of what we have in mind. Paw Patrol, which means we need to save $67 a month. Wildlife Safari, $50 a month, and Disney on Ice for $25. So that is going to be it for our 2023 sinking fund budget with me. Did you guys already decide your 2023 sinking funds? How did you guys decide your priorities, or how are you guys deciding to do it in 2023? If you guys enjoy budgeting, cash stuffing, and plan with me, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below. And if you're on a financial journey as well, please let me know in the comments. I love support you and your channel. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.